Good morning. Hey y'all, welcome to Moniez Table. I'm your girl Moni. Before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit that little bell that is beside the subscribe button so that you can receive instant notifications of when I upload a new video, because a lot goes down at the table, so you don't wanna miss it. Today is Saturday. It is August the... What is today, y'all? August the 26th? Let me look at my phone. August the 25th. Okay, I'm trying to move us on ahead, y'all. Of course, this is not a post-op weekly update because it's not a Wednesday. But I have got asked this question a couple of times, so I wanted to make a video instead of trying to answer each person over and over again with the same information. A couple of people have asked me, why did I choose VSG versus the other two weight loss surgery procedures? So that's why I'm making the video, to let you all know why I chose to go with VSG versus the Lapband and the gastric bypass. This may be a lengthy video. I've been trying to keep my videos around like 10, 13, 15 minutes versus the 20, 30, 35-minute videos that I usually do. But it's just so much information where weight loss surgery is concerned, so sometimes you just can't help it. You want to give people all the information that you can for those who are looking into having weight loss surgery, so they'll have, you know, an ample amount of information before they make their decision to have the surgery or to not have the surgery. So you can't help it sometimes. Sorry, y'all. Just to give you a back story concerning why I chose VSG versus the other two surgeries. Initially, and I'm talking about initially this time around, because some of you may not know, this is my second time going for VSG surgery. The first time I had got my surgery date, I had got it for like the following week. That's how quick everything went. And I think because back then, during that time, they weren't as strict as they was during this time. This time I had to take classes and had to do a lot of blood work, had to meet with the nurse practitioner, meet with the doctor a lot of times. It was just a lot of things that had to be done before I would get approved for surgery and get a surgery date. Last time I did not have to go through any of those classes or anything. I met with the nutritionist one time. I met with the psychiatrist to get my psych eval. I met with the doctor probably about 2 times. I didn't get any type of exam or blood work done. The only thing I got was a barium. I think it's called barium. A barium test, and that's where you have to drink this liquid. And while you're drinking the liquid, they're x-raying you to see how your esophagus and your stomach and all that takes in the liquid. That was the only thing I really had to do. And then like that next week, I was getting a call from the nurse practitioner to pick a surgery day out of the times that they had available. And my surgery literally was scheduled for the following week. So this time it was not like that. It was a whole process that I had to go through. So this time, initially, when I first went to my PCP, my primary care physician, I was going to get the Lapband. I'm like, okay, the Lapband is reversible, so it's not a huge, it's a commitment, but it's not a huge commitment. In my opinion, it gave me more, oh, Jesus, girl. It gave me more control over my body, over my restrictions. If some of you don't know what the Lapband is, I'm gonna break it down in layman's terms. It's where they put this band. It's a band that they put around your stomach, and what it does is it kind of makes a pouch for you They put the band around your stomach and they fill the band with like some type of solution. I think it's saline solution. So when they fill it, it constricts your stomach so that you can only get in a certain amount of food at one time, and then that food slowly goes in through the band into your digestive system. Okay, it stops you from eating a lot. The band is the less, what they call, well, they say the less risky procedure and the less restrictive procedure that you can get. It's also reversible. They can go in and they can take the band out. There is an upkeep that you have to do with the band. If you find yourself where you're not losing as much weight, you can go in and get the band filled up even more so that you'll have more restriction. If you find you're not able to eat or drink water sufficiently, or you're losing too much weight and you want to slow your weight loss down, you can go and get the saline solution taken out of the band to lower the restriction. The way they put the solution in the band and take it out is you have a port that's like right under the skin in your stomach. So they take a needle with the solution in it, they stick it into that port, which is right up under the skin of your stomach, and that's how they fill your band. Or they take the needle, put it in the port, and they can remove some of the solution, the saline solution. I think it's saline. I'm not sure. That's what I was going for at first. My primary care physician was just like, you know, I feel you're a good candidate for weight loss surgery. As far as which procedure, you have to make the best decision for you. So he wrote my referral to my bariatric doctor, and when I went and met with her nurse practitioner, it's crazy because when I had checked in during my appointment, my first initial consultation appointment, because the first you have to go through this class where everybody is in there who's looking into getting surgery, and through the class they explain each procedure, and they explain the percentage of people who's been successful on those procedures and the percentage of excess weight that they've lost for each procedure. So when I went in and when I checked in, when I had checked in, and I had talked to the I don't know what she's actually called. I think she's a nurse too, but she wasn't the one I was actually going to see. But I had checked in with her and she was like, so what surgery are you looking into getting? So I was like, you know, I'm looking into getting the Lapband. And she looked at me like, the Lapband? We don't do those anymore. And I was like, yes, y'all do. Y'all have to do them, because during the class, the doctor actually went over the Lapband procedure. So why would you go over it if it's something that you don't even offer here? And she was like, hold on, let me check. So she went around and asked a couple of her co-workers, and she was like, we do the Lapband? And one of her co-workers was like, yeah, but we haven't done them in a long time. So she came back in the room, and she was like, well, yeah, they do. They said that we do the Lapband, but we haven't done it in a long time. She said that's probably why I wasn't familiar with it, because I've been here about 3 years and I never seen anybody get the Lapband. So that already had me kind of like skeptical of the surgery. So when the nurse practitioner came in, who works really close with the doctor that was doing that did my surgery, I talked to her about it, and she was like, you know, we can do it. She said, but your doctor, she hasn't done a Lapband procedure in about 10 years. And I was like, what? She said, yeah, about 10 years. And I was like, I don't know about it then. I was like, I don't know about that. So she was like, the reason she really stopped doing them was because of the complications that many of the patients was experiencing, that was really had nothing to do with how she went along with operating on them. She said the band, they were dealing with slippage, where the band was slipped from around their stomach, which caused where they had to have another surgery. She said they dealt with corrosion of the band. they dealt with just their body negatively reacting to the band because it's a foreign object that's in your body. So she was like, you know, that's why she stopped doing them or even offering them, even though if that's something you really want to do, then she will do it, but it's not something that she's fond of. So I was like, well, no, 10 years, that's too long, where I wouldn't feel comfortable putting my body in her hands where that surgery is concerned. So then the nurse practitioner went over, you know, lab work and that my doctor had sent to them and everything. And, you know, she asked me a couple of questions about my health. And, of course, I got weighed in and all of that stuff. She got all the information, and she was like, I really think the gastric sleeve will be good for you. She's like, I wouldn't suggest the bypass because I think you could be successful with the gastric sleeve. But a lot of people don't know how the gastric sleeve became a popular weight loss surgery procedure. Is it was initially the first step before you got the bypass. So they would do the gastric sleeve on these patients because it was less risky than the bypass. So they would do the sleeve first to help the patients lose a good amount of weight, and then they would transition them or do a revision and do the bypass. But because so many people were so successful with just the gastric sleeve, it became a standalone surgery. So that's how that came about. Just a little history for you all, okay? She was like, I really think you will be successful on that. She said, especially looking at your history of, even though yo-yo dieting is not a good thing, but it shows that you can actually do it and you know what it takes for your body to lose weight. It's just keeping it off. And when she said it, I'm like, yes, that is the problem. I know how to lose. I just don't know how to keep it off. So she said the gastric sleeve would definitely help you to conquer that part of your weight loss journey is maintaining. So I was like, okay, I think after that I was sold, and I think because I was already familiar with the surgery anyway from my past encounter with we're going forth to get it done. So I think that's what sold me. So that's one of the reasons why I chose the sleeve versus the bypass versus the Lapband. And with the bypass too, because I did consider it, but the malnourishment that a lot of bypass patients go through kind of scared me. And it was just more risky than the sleeve. Any surgery you get where you have to be put under anesthesia is risky. So I wanted to lower my risk as much as possible while being able to achieve some life-changing results, you know, as far as losing weight is concerned. So that's the reason why I chose it. You know, I did tons of research, even outside of the classes that they give us, which they are very, very informative. The nurses, the doctors are very, very informative. I could call or email my nurse right now, and in about 30 minutes she'll respond to me answering any questions I may have emailed her. So they're very, very informative. So all of that information I received on them, on top of the information that I got doing my own research, I was set on the sleeve. So, yeah, that's why I chose it versus all the other ones, because there was less risk. There was great success in it, and I feel that that's really all I needed. I just needed that extra oomph, that extra push to go ahead and get this done, get this goal behind me. You know, weight loss has been a goal all of my life since I was in 7th grade. It has been a goal. So I'm ready to put that goal behind me because I have a lot of other things that I need to work on in my life. I have a lot more goals that I am wanting to reach in my life. So I'm ready to get her done. Get her done, you know, so I can go ahead and move on to the next goal and just maintain my weight loss success. And things have been going very well, you know, very well. So I encourage you all, if you're looking into getting surgery and you're trying to figure out which one is best for you, talk to your doctor. I suggest going ahead and start the process. Because even if you go through the process to help you gain information, it don't mean you have to get the surgery done. Okay, I went through the process the first time, and then a couple of days before my surgery day, I was just like, never mind, I changed my mind, I'm not ready, it's not time. So it doesn't mean that it's written in stone that this is what you have to do just because you started the process. I encourage those who are looking into it but you don't know yet, start the process, go through the classes. That way, if you decide I'm going to do it, you've already done most of the legwork for it. But research. There's tons of videos on YouTube. There's tons of people on Facebook, tons of support groups on Facebook, which you have to be careful about those though, because some of them, I'd be like, what is y'all talking about up here? But everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is tailor-made. What works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. That's us in the VSG community. We have to realize that. Because if you watch somebody's video and they're not doing something that you would do yourself, that it doesn't mean what they're doing is not right. It's their body and it may work for them. It's some things other people can eat. I'm about to hit my 3-month post-op on May the 5th, and it's things that other people can eat, and they're in their 2 months post-op that I can't eat yet. My body, my stomach, it just doesn't like these things. Does that mean they're wrong for eating it? No, it doesn't. It just means their body is okay with it. So y'all stop tripping on people because they ain't eating and doing what you're doing. You know, you never know what your stomach is gonna do. And for real, you may like these things now or not like them now, and then later on, it works for you. You know, my stomach constantly switches up. There comes times where I cannot drink just plain water. It just makes me nauseous, and I'm a water drinker, y'all. I'm a water drinker. I got 3 big packs of water sitting in my living room right now. But there comes times where I can't do plain water. It nauseates me. So I have to have Crystal Light in it or lemon or something in it to give it some type of flavor. And then I'll do that for like a week or two. And then the next week, I don't like the Crystal Light. I don't like the Crystal Light packets. I just want some plain ice cold water. And then there's other times I don't even want ice in my water. I just want it room temperature. Like my body is constantly changing, you know. So we have to realize in this community that this journey is tailor-made. It is any weight loss journey. Some people can eat bread and still lose weight. I look at bread and I gain weight. And with me, like, my body doesn't like sodium. It really doesn't. Like, I have to use so little salt that I might as well not use it in order for me to be able to eat the food and not have crazy water retention. That's just me. And there's some people that can be able to season their food and all this stuff, and it has no effect on their weight loss. So am I to judge them because of it? No. Like, come on, y'all. Think about it. Stop judging. Okay? Live your life. Do what's best for you. Research. And when you think you're done researching, research some more. So that way you know what to expect. Okay? And even though some complications may not happen with you, it may happen with you. When I woke up from surgery, I was expecting to feel all this gas pain because that's typically a complication of surgery. Well, I don't want to necessarily call it a complication. It's an effect of surgery. It's a typical well-known effect of surgery. So when I woke up, I was expecting to feel all this chest pain. That did not happen to me at all. I felt no pain up here. I was good. The most pain I felt was my stomach. It did feel like I had gas, like if it was just a regular day where I had gas. Okay. In my stomach. I'm sorry, yeah, my phone keeps going off. So, do your research, you know. That's it. That way you know what could happen, what may not happen. You know all the possibilities, and you can prepare yourself mentally, because it starts up here first. It's mental first. But yeah, so that is all, y'all. So that is why I chose VSG over gastric bypass and the Lapband. So hopefully this helps someone who is looking into having surgery. This is the perfect time while we're on this vacation. While we're on this in-house vacation, this is a good time to get all your research done. All your research done. And I do plan on making more videos because I do have other questions that have been asked of me. So I'd rather just make a video because sometimes you get tired of just answering the same questions over and over again. So I'm going to start just sending people a link to the video that answers that question. Okay? So yeah. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank y'all. Hopefully you all enjoy your weekend. I pray that the blessings overtake you and flood you, like just overtake you. But thank you all so much for watching, and until we meet again in the next video, may God be with you and may heaven smile upon you. Be blessed. Bye.